Okay, fine. The question was 2-point charges 4 microcoulomb and 2 microcoulomb are placed at the vertices A and B of a right angled triangle ABC respectively. B is the right angle, so AB, length of AB, the distance between A and B is square root 3 centimeter. AC is equal to 2 centimeter and BC is equal to 1 centimeter. So calculate the magnitude and direction of the resultant electric intensity at C. Okay, so this was the numerical and this was the figure, right? So there are two charges A and B which is placed at point A and B. Okay, you need to calculate the resultant electric field intensity at C due to the charge which is placed at A and B. Okay, the electric field intensity due to the charge which is placed at A will be directed along Q. Similarly, the electric field intensity at C due to the charge which is placed at B will be directed towards P. Okay, so since this P and Q acts like a two vectors, so the resultant of that will be passing through the same point diagonally, so which is given by R. Okay, so when you complete that, it is nothing but like a parallelogram. Okay, so they have given that B is a right angle. So and also you just calculated the value of E1, I think. So the electric intensity at C due to the charge at B is calculated using the formula E1 is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught into QB divided by BC square. So everything has been given. Okay, the data, the answer came out to be as E1 is equal to 18 into 10 power 7 Newton per coulomb, which will be directed along CP, right? So next, the electric intensity at C due to a charge A. Okay, so that comes out to be as E2 is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught into QA divided by AC square. That is nothing but equal to, when you substitute the value, so you are going to get the answer as E2 is equal to 9 into 10 power 7 Newton per coulomb along CQ, right? Next, in order to calculate the value of theta, what we have done is we have taken we have considered the triangle ABC. So as you know that in order to calculate the sin theta, in order to calculate the value of theta, what we are going to do is, by taking that triangle, we are going to calculate the value of sin theta. Okay, sin theta is nothing but opposite by hypotenuse. Opposite comes out to be AB, hypotenuse is AC. So if you substitute the value, that comes out to be square root 3 by 2. So square root 3 by 2 is nothing but theta value comes out to be 60 degree. Alright, so I think till here we just went through in the last class. So next thing, you need to calculate the value, you need to calculate the resultant electric intensity at point C. So for that, so this is the formula. Resultant electric intensity at C is expressed as E is nothing but resultant electric intensity. E is equal to square root of E1 square plus E2 square plus 2 E1 E2 cos theta. Okay, I think this equation you have been studying in your previous class itself. That is R is equal to, whenever you need to calculate the resultant between the two vectors, you are going to make uses. Okay, there is nothing but you have studied in the last year as R is equal to square root of A square plus B square plus 2AB cos theta, or else R is equal to square root of P square plus Q square plus 2PQ cos theta, right? The same thing, instead of A and B we have taken E1 square and E2 square here. So now you know the value of E1, E2 and you know the value of theta. Just substitute it and tell me the answer. What is the value of E you are going to get? Okay, and I want everyone to solve. I am going to ask randomly the answer. What is the value of E you are going to get? Calculate the value of E and you can post it the answer in the chat section, so that I'll confirm your answer whether it's correct or not. Yes, any answer? Those are calculated. So you can give the answer voluntarily, or I'm going to just mute you people and you need to say the answer. Yes, Bharatar. Yes, Bharat, are you able to hear? So can you give the answer of E? What is the value of E? Yes, I didn't get a reply from Bharat. Yes, Bharat, can you give the answer of E? Okay, how about Madhushri? Yes, Madhushri, what is the value of E? Yes, here just I'm noting your names. Those are people who is not responding. So today you will be marked as absent. Okay, if you don't give the answer, you will be marked as absent. Definitely, I'm going to call you people after the class. Let me know why you people didn't answer. Yes, Madhushri, I didn't get the answer from you. What's the value of E? Yes, Nikhil, what is the value of E? Okay, fine. How about Vijay? Yes, Vijay, can you hear me? What is the answer of E? How much did you get? Okay, Meghana 2061 into 10 power 42 Newton per Coulomb. I think you won't get that much. Yeah, I'll confirm you, Meghana, just a minute. So I didn't get the answer from Madhushri also. Okay, even you will be marked as absent today. How about Vijay? Even Vijay is not responding. Okay, even you will be marked as absent. Okay, Prajwal. Yeah, Meghana, theta value is nothing but it is square root 3 by 2, right? So theta value comes out to be as 60 degree. So just substitute the value of theta as 60 degree there. So cos 60 degree, how much? Take it and calculate. Yes, Harshita, you said that 45,684. Okay, fine. So here you can see the next step on the screen. Okay. Okay. So substituting the values, E1 comes out to be 18 into 10 power 7 whole square plus E2 square comes out to be 9 into 10 power 7 whole square plus 2. E1 and E2 is 18 into 10 power 7 into 9 into 10 power 7 cos 60 degree. Okay. Next, the value comes out to be as, okay, square root of 324 plus 81 plus 162 into 10 power 14. So answer comes out to be as E is equal to 23.81 into 10 power 7 Newton per Coulomb. Okay, I think 23,000. Okay, Prajwal. Okay, fine, correct. How about this B Kiran? Okay, fine, almost answer what you have given is close to the actual answer. Meghana, just cross check. Okay, the power what you have got is wrong. Okay, just go through about this step. So the value of E comes out to be as 23.81 into 10 power 7 Newton per coulomb. Okay, Gokul, again your answer is wrong. Just go through about that. The answer is wrong. See, the answer has been displayed on the screen. E value comes out to be 23.81. Okay, Meghana. Yes, sir, I got it. Okay, fine. Yes, others, please do check the answer. Verify the answer. What do you got? Okay, is this fine? Have you understood till here? This is how you are going to find the resultant magnitude. Okay, resultant magnitude at point C due to both the charges which has placed at A and B. Okay, so this is the value. Is it fine? Shall we move to the direction next? So as you know that the magnitude will be directed towards CR, along CR. Okay, okay, so here coming to the next, the direction of electric field intensity is given by the formula tan alpha is equal to E2 sin theta divided by E1 plus E2 cos theta. Okay, this is the same formula what you have studied in the previous year, that is in the chapter of motion in a plane. So in that case I think you have studied the same formula in other form, that is nothing but tan alpha is equal to q sin theta divided by p plus q cos theta, or else tan alpha is equal to b sin theta divided by a plus b cos theta. Okay, instead of a plus b we have taken e1 and e2. So substitute the values. Substitute the values and get the answer of tan alpha. Yes, some of you people are not responding. Okay, as I said, Bharat, R, Madhushri and Vijay, you people are absent for this class. Okay, so others, just calculate the value of tan alpha. I'm going to ask the answer randomly. Is anybody who got the value of tan alpha? Yes, Hitesh. Okay, fine. Let me check the answer once. Yes, Hitesh. 1.73. Okay, fine. If okay, fine. Just a minute, Hitesh. Let me check answers of others. Yes, Kiran C. Yes, Kiran C. Is it audible? Are you hearing? Can you give the answer of tan alpha? How much you got? Let me know. Okay, fine. I'm not getting a reply from Kiran C. Okay, fine. How about Prajwal? Yes, Prajwal. Okay, fine. Prajwal 0.346. Wrong. Prajwal, calculate it 1 second. Gokul 0.57. Okay, Harshita 0.96. Okay, fine. So let me confirm the answer. Shahjit Ali 1.7. Okay, fine. So this is the answer. What you are going to get? 0.34. Okay, 0.34. Okay, Prajwal, correct answer. Sorry. Okay, answer comes out to be as 0.34. So just you can see the steps with the substitution of the values. Just verify once where you have where you have went wrong. Just correct it. Okay, so this is the value of tan alpha. Now what you need to do is just check it 1 second, Gokul. Just go through about the steps 1 second. Okay, so this is the value of tan alpha. Next, what you need to do is you need to calculate the value of alpha. Okay, just send the tan which is on left hand side, send it to right hand side. So what happens when you send that tan on the right hand side? It becomes alpha is equal to tan inverse of 0.34. Okay, just calculate the value of tan inverse of 0.34. So in case if you have a log table, okay, just you can make use of that and you can tell me the answer. Just go through about that natural tangents, go to about that natural tangents and just get the value. Okay, fine. I don't know whether you people have a logbook or not. Okay, so here just you can verify the answer after the class. Say this is what the answer you are going to get. Okay, alpha is equal to tan inverse of 0.34 comes out to be 19 degree 6 minute. Okay, so 19 degree 6 minute, just make a note of it. So 19 minute, 19 degree 6 minute, 19 degree 6 minute. Okay, this is how you are going to calculate the direction and magnitude at the electric intensity, I mean at the point at C due to the charges which is placed at A and B. Okay, so any doubts regarding this numerical? So if you have any doubts, you can get it clarified. Or else shall we move to the next numerical if you have understood this? Okay, fine. So we will move to the next numerical. See here, the question has been displayed on the screen. Just go through, I'll just read out. Two charges plus 3 nanocoulomb and minus 3 nanocoulomb are placed 20 centimeter apart. Calculate the dipole moment and electric field due to the dipole at a point on the axis at a distance 0.4 meter from the midpoint of the electric dipole. Okay, see here, what I have asked is nothing but, first of all we have two charges, that is electric dipole. Okay, that is nothing but you have one positive and one negative charge which is separated by a distance 20 centimeter. Okay, so next what you need to do is you need to calculate the dipole moment and the electric field. Okay, you need to calculate the dipole moment. Dipole moment formula is P is equal to Q into 2A, right? You need to calculate the value of P and you need to calculate the value of electric field at a point on the axis at a distance. Okay, what do you mean by axis? Axis is nothing but the line drawn which joins the two charges. Okay, so first of all we have two charges which is placed, which is separated by distance of 20 centimeter. So you need to calculate the dipole moment first of all. Next you need to calculate the electric field at a point on the dipole, electric field at a point on the axis. Okay, at a distance of 0.4 meter from the midpoint of the electric dipole. Okay, so what do you mean by this axis? Axial line. Axial line is nothing but the line which joins the two charges. Okay, the line drawn which joins the two charges is nothing but we call that one as the axial line. So see here, the given data is nothing but they have given the data as Q comes out to be 3 nanocoulomb. Okay, Q is nothing but 3 nanocoulomb. And what is the distance between two electric dipole? Okay, so they have said that the two charges has been separated by a distance of 20 centimeter, right? If you convert that in terms of meter, it comes out to be 0.2. Okay, and as you know that the dipole length, okay, the length between the electric dipole is nothing but equal to 2a, right? 2l or 2a, we write. So if that is the case, if you take, we are going to take 2a is equal to 20 centimeter here. Okay, or else you can take 2a is equal to 0.2 meter. So hence if you divide that 20 or 0.2 divided by 2, the value of a comes out to be as 0.1 meter. Okay, a is nothing but equal to 0.1 meter, and r value is nothing but, r is nothing but what? R is a point where you need to calculate the electric field. Okay, which is placed at a distance 0.4 meter from the center of the dipole. Okay, so this is what you need to calculate. So now see here, see this is the how you are going to calculate the electric dipole. Just you can copy down. As I said, the dipole moment, to calculate the electric dipole moment, it's very easy. The formula comes out to be P is equal to Q into 2A, right? So what is the value of Q that I have taken? Q we have taken, Q is nothing but 3 into 10 to the power 9 into 2A. Okay, the value of that comes out to be 0.2 there. So the value of P comes out to be 6 into 10 power minus 10 meter. The value of P comes out to be 6 into 10 power minus 10 centimeter. Okay, in case if you people have finished this electric dipole, so calculate the electric field at a point which is situated at a distance 0.4, okay, from the center of the electric dipole. Calculate the value of E now. I think you know the value of, you know the equation of electric field, right? So just write it down, substitute the values and get the answer of E. So in case if you have got the answer, just please post it the answer in the chat section. Just I'll confirm whether it's correct or not. Find the value of E. Is anyone who got the value of E? Is Gokul 168.75. Okay, fine. Okay, let me do one thing. We will wait for some. We will wait for some more time. Okay, for a few minutes. So let me see what others are going to get the answer. How much they are going to get. Yes, Meghana 168.75 Newton per Coulomb. So you people didn't get any power there. Is it the answer is 167? That's all. No power for that. Gokul, yes sir. Okay. Powers are being cancelled. Okay, fine, Gokul. Wait for a few minutes. I'll just confirm the answer. Let me see what others are going to get. Yes, Shajit Ali. What is the answer you got, man? Shajit Ali. Yes, Shajit Ali 168.7. Okay, fine. Okay, fine. The answer comes out to be, okay, see the electric field at a distance r is equal to 0.4 meter on the axis of the dipole they have given, right? So you need to make the uh, formula which you need to make use is nothing but it is the electric field what we had derived, electric field due to a point on the axial line. Okay, that is the formula which you need to use. The formula, that is nothing but it has been displayed on the screen. Just go through. E is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught into 2pr divided by r square minus a square to the power square. Okay, so this is the formula. Just you need to substitute the values here. So when you substitute the values here, 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught comes out to be 9 into 10 power 9. 2 p value is nothing but 6 into 10 power minus 10. R value is 0.4 divided by r square minus a square, right? So r and a square has been substituted. The value of a comes out to be as 0.1. Okay, so the answer comes out to be nothing but e is equal to 1.92. Okay, so what you people have given the answer is wrong. I think you people have taken the wrong this one formula. Okay, I think maybe you have taken the electric field formula as E is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught into Q divided by R square. I think, right? It's wrong because they have given clearly mentioned to find the electric field at a point which is on the axial line. Okay, so hence you need to consider the formula which we had derived, electric field at a point on the axial line itself, that is E is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught into 2pr divided by r square minus a square to the power whole square. Okay, when you take that formula and when you substitute, you are going to get the answer E as 1.92 into 10 power 2 Newton per coulomb. Okay, so see here, just I am displacing the I am showing the formula once again. So just copy down that formula, just substitute the values and get the answer. Okay, is it fine, students? So you got the same answer while substituting? Meghana. Okay, yes sir. Okay, so in case if you have any doubts regarding the numericals which we have solved today, both the numericals, please let me know. So get it clarified. Don't hesitate to ask the questions. Okay, so I'm there to help you. Okay, so just go through about the two numericals what you have solved today. Okay, for 2 minutes. So let me know in case if you have any doubts. Just go through about the numericals what you have solved today. Okay, students, hoping that you people have followed both the numericals. Okay, do one thing after the class, just go through each and every steps, try to solve some of the additional numericals by yourself. Okay, so what the numericals I have solved is nothing but the questions which they have asked in your previous year question papers. Okay, the same types of numericals we have solved. Okay, so try to solve the other extra numericals by yourself. So in case if you have any doubts, please let me know so that I'll clear your doubts. Okay, so with this we have completed the chapter electric fields and charges with both theory and numericals. Okay, so in the next class we are going to start with a new chapter, that is electric potential. Okay, so even the electric potential is an important chapter. Okay, So as I said in the beginning itself, the numericals, okay, especially the numericals which they are going to ask in your examination, either it will be from the electric fields and charges or it will be from electric potential. Okay, in both this chapter any one numerical will be asked, so you should be aware of this both the numericals. Okay, you should be aware of numericals on this both chapters, that is electric fields and charges and electric potential. Okay, so I think we have left out with just few minutes. Okay, I think hoping that you people have understood the numerical, just I'm going to conclude today's class. So from the next, from the next class, we will start with the chapter electric potential. Okay, okay students, thank you.